This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. The B3As has officially ratified the team which it will be sending to the World Indoor Championships next weekend in Poland. On the men's side, Warren Fraser and Adrian Griffith will contest the 60 meters. Donald Thomas and Ryan Ingram will both be a part of the field for the high jump. Chris Brown, meantime, will be the lone competitor in the open 400 after Ramon Miller opted out of the event to concentrate on the 4x4 relay, where he will be joined by Latoya Williams, Andretti Bain and Michael Matthew. As for the women, the Bahamas will have just two entries, Shaniqua Q. Ferguson in the 60 meters and Shawnee Miller in the 400.
You look at Chris Brown, he is a silver medalist from last World Indoor Championships. And what is encouraging about Chris is that he has opened this indoor season with the fastest time in his career for indoors. And so that is a very, very positive sign. Of course, Shanae, as a young lady, she's coming into her own almost with every race. I think in the last two races that she ran, one in New York and elsewhere, she ended up breaking the meet record of this prestigious meet. Of course, it was the 300 meters, but I think it gives an indication of her fitness. Donald is becoming very consistent in the high jump. Of course, Ryan is the baby of the team, but he has a very promising career, and so we're looking for him to at least improve and do the best he can. Warren also is also coming into his own. You know, early in the season, he had one of the better 60-meter times ranked when he performed and met his qualifying standard. Adrian has become very consistent with his performance. And of course, you know, we cannot discount the men's 4x4. You know, pride is on the line. They are the defending Olympic champions. So whenever the team is announced, they are announced as Olympic champions. And so, you know, that in itself, I think, lends itself to the pride that will be carried into the arena during the World Championships.
The Bahamas has always been known for the three S's, sun, sand, and sea, but according to Sports Minister Dr. Daniel Johnson, another S has now been added in the form of sports, and once it's marketed properly, the sky is the limit.
The Bahamas sports tourism brand has hit the world stage running full speed ahead. Mr. Speaker, it is called Sports in Paradise. We have branded it, we own it, it's ours, and this is going to be very, very successful. Over the next year, we have about 8 enormous international events that will bring about 10 to 20,000 people to bear on this country at a time. Each event has the possibility of generating $10 to $20 million at a time in new revenue.
The Providence Volleyball Association's Best of 5 Men's Championship continuing last night at the Donald Davis Gym. Down 2-1 to the Scotia Defenders, the technicians' backs were against the wall and they came out fighting from the opening whistle, taking the first two sets 25-23 and 25-23. The Defenders bounced back to take the third set 25-17, and they led most of the way in the fourth before a late rally from the technicians saved the day. The technicians take that fourth set 25-23 to win the match and tie the series at 2-all. Ronaldo Knowles led all scorers in the win, 19 kills, 5 aces and a block. Moller Petit, he assisted with 16 kills and 2 aces, while Eric Pappy Johnson came up big on the defensive end with 10 digs and 32 receptions. In the loss for the Defenders, Ian Wire-Pinder finished up with 20 kills and 2 blocks. Shedrick Forbes added 12 kills, while Jamal Ferguson had 7 digs. The championship will now come down to a winner-take-all match tomorrow night. That starts 8 o'clock back at the Donald Davis Gym. Moving right along, the Province Basketball Association also back on the floor last night at the AF Adderley Gym following the Hugh Campbell break. In the opening game of a doubleheader, the Double R Services Cleaners got out to a quick start against the Defence Force Marines, and they never looked back. The Cleaners led 29-20 after the first quarter, 50-29 at the half, and 73-54 after 3 before coasting to a 103-69 victory. Lenny Oscar led all scorers in the win with 29 points. Tamiko King added 16. Trevor Green had 14, while Amal DeVoe followed with 13. Otis Ferguson led the defense force with 16 points. Blair Allen followed with 12. Elway Pickstock added 11. As for last night's feature game, that was all about the Pyramid Food Rockets. They took down the COB Carabs 82-56. League play picks back up again tomorrow night at the AF Adderley Gym. The award ceremony for the Catch Me If You Can Valentine's Regatta took place yesterday. Charles Fisher fills us in.
It was time to distribute all the hardware and prize money for the big sailing event put on by the sailing barber Eliezer Johnson. Captain Lundy Robertson and the crew of Red Stripe needed a flatbed to carry off the number of wads they won. Only boat to catch the Lady Natalie winning the Sedouet and the late Charles Maynard Crystal Cups. Other winners include Widdy K in Class C and Bluebird in Class E.
I don't go in sailing for money. I go in sailing to try to beat you, get the cup and brag about it. Don't let me beat you, because that's it. And I must thank all the sponsors who was me for all them years. Without you all, it couldn't be a regatta. And without the boat, it couldn't be a regatta. And I must say, I tip my hat off to you all, and God bless you all to come with me this evening and to come again.
Special recognition was also given to Sedouet Knowles and past sailors King Eric Gibson, Fred Green, Roy Bowe, Captain Hezron Moxie, Raleigh Gray, and W.G. McPhee. Bahamas Boat Owners and Sailing Association Commodore Reverend Dr. Philip McPhee with praise for the barber.
Baba J is a unique person in many ways. He has a passion for what he does. He's committed, loyal, and has been that way just about all of the time that I've known him in my life, from my dad's time to now. And so we salute you, Baba J, for the great work, your great contribution that you've made to sloop sailing, and especially to the St. Valentine Massacre.
Father of the late Charles Maynard, Dud Maynard, encouraging the skippers to cherish the art of sloop sailing.
We need to see what we could do to make sailing something to really contend with and to work with. And at the same time, we need to make sure we arrange for our children to learn to build boats. Even if it's a Kamalani boat, you got to learn to build boats.
Congrats to the skippers and the sailing barber Eliezer Johnson, who I'm now calling for to be inducted into the National Sports Hall of Fame for all he has done for the sport. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
All right, thanks a lot, Charles. And that will do it for sports, but don't go anywhere. There's more to come after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.